The 2015 CAC women's soccer postseason was one for the ages, as the two lowest seeds in the championship tournament, 5th-seeded Mary Washington and 6th-seeded York, squared off in the title game, marking the first time in conference history, all sports included, that the number 5 seed hosted the number 6 seed in the title round. In the end, York outlasted Mary Washington 1-0 in double overtime to secure its 3rd CAC title in program history and become the first number 6 seed to take home a title in CAC women's soccer. York went on to represent the conference in the NCAA tournament, falling to eventual national runner-up Washington University in St. Louis 4-0. Who will take home CAC hardware in 2016? Will parity again rule the day? Let's find out as we take an inside look at all 10 CAC squads entering the upcoming year, counting down the preseason poll along the way.
Very excited to be back in season with the girls. I've started off with a demanding, competitive first couple of days of preseason, and really excited about the big class that we've added, the character of the class, their mentality, their training intensity has added to a culture that we've really worked very hard through last fall and into the spring and continuing to develop. So we feel like we've added strength to our strength. So looking really forward to starting our season. We open up hosting Eastern Mennonite on Friday evening at home, and then playing Emory and Henry. We feel like we're going to be playing a very competitive September schedule to prepare for our Capital Athletic Conference schedule, which we feel is always demanding. That we look forward to as coaches, playing those conference teams, and our players do as well. So we're excited to get into the end of September. Having our homecoming game against Mary Wash is a great way, I think, for them to start and for us to start. Always a great game between both programs. And then getting into October and feeling really good about being competitive and meeting our goal of playing in the postseason.
Well, I'm really excited. I'm sad that it's my last season, but I'm really excited because we have a very big freshman class that just came in. I think that they have a lot to offer. I think that it is going to push the returners to work harder, and there's going to be a lot of leadership that comes from the returners, but also from the incoming students that are coming in. There's a lot of skill, there's a lot of experience, and I'm really excited about it. We've always had a very competitive conference. Everybody in the conference is very skilled, very competitive. It's definitely going to push us to a really great level of play. I'm excited to go up against them with all of these new athletes that we have and kind of just try to leave it all on the field this season. I think it definitely preps us. It allows us to not coast through preseason. I think that's one of the advantages we have by going against stronger teams prior to our actual conference play. So we're not sliding through preseason with easy games. That's not preparing us for our conference play. So I think it's going to give us about the same competition that our conference will.
We're really excited for this season. We've got a lot of exciting changes coming up. We're looking to go game by game, build on what we have in the past, and continue to refine our identity in the conference. We lost 3 seniors, Alicia Blackham, Jackie Barlow, Zoe Bradshaw. We lost the maturity and the experience they had, but I'm really excited for the group that we are returning. We've got a great core group, including some back from LDS Missions, and so I'm excited to build on what we have with them. We've also got some great newcomers that are hungry for time, and they're ready to make a difference, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do for us this year. We've got a very competitive conference, and we're excited to show them who we are and make an impression in the conference this year. Go Knights!
My name is Sierra Rich. I'm from Idaho Falls, Idaho, and I'm a junior here at SVU. I've been playing soccer since I was 3 years old. It's been a huge part of my life ever since. I love the game. I love working hard, and I love playing for Southern Virginia. I decided to come play soccer here because of the amazing culture that surrounds athletics and the school. We have an awesome coaching staff, and the athletes here are all poised and ready to work hard. We love our sports, and we want to show the conference who we really are. We have a new fire lit under us this season, and I can't wait to see where we go and what happens. Last year, my favorite part was probably stepping out on the field and playing with these girls who who I consider family. There's nothing like playing with your best friends, the sport that you love, and it's just the most amazing thing. We are ready, and we are going to come out and show the conference who we really are.
I think for this year we're just, we have quite a few new players, so we're, looking to, really get into the playoffs. I mean, our expectations are to do that, and I think with the group we have right now, the incoming players, we feel really confident with it. We have some players that are ready to play right away, so we have a good group of freshmen that are going to come and make an impact, and just mixing that in with our returners, we feel pretty confident. Obviously we look at, our seniors first. Our senior captains, Natalie and Kristen Griffith. I think they'll just, the leadership and just, they'll be able to play right away and make that impact for us. They're 3-year starters going on 4 now. So they're key players for us. Obviously incoming players and new players. We look at some of our local kids. We talk about Aaliyah and Cohen and obviously Katie, but we have quite a few Delaware kids that are going to make an impact for us right away. And so we feel good about that. But yeah, I mean, you guys start with your seniors, and we just have great leadership now, and so we're looking at our returners to really kind of set the tone, but then kind of adding in these new players to really make an impact for us. Actually right now we're only 16 game schedule, so non-conference wise, we're playing a lot of like institutions this year. Newman University. We open up with Goucher, which is always a good game for us. We have Newman on the schedule. I said that, Immaculata. So quite a few like institutions, similar to our schools, to prepare us for the season. But we've added a few obviously non-conference games in there to get us ready for the season to hit the ground running with the conference play.
I'm pretty excited. Though we do have a lot of returners, we also do have a lot of freshmen. I'm pretty excited to play with them. They seem to have really good talent, really good touches on the ball, and they came ready to play. So I'm pretty excited to have them a part of the team, and so I think we'll do really well this season with them. And I think once we get, familiar with each other, we'll be off to a good start. There are a couple games that we look forward to. Salisbury, which is our last game, I believe, and that's always we say our rivals, so that's always pretty exciting. York is up there. Yeah, so those are probably the two that we always want to show up for. Being a student athlete at Wesley, it's a small school, small campus, so our teachers show up to our games. Our friends that are in our class that we meet that day usually show up, so it's pretty cool having familiar faces on the sideline. I'm not from here, so my parents don't always make it to the games, so having your friends at the games and teachers are awesome.
This year our team goal is to make a playoff run. Last year we kind of came in hoping to make just the playoffs, where this year, still being the first goal, really make a playoff game in hopes of really turning that into a run and seeing where it goes from there. This year we're definitely going to have to make up for the loss of Kristen Peckman. She'd been a 4-year starter at the right back position, someone that we had really learned to count on, been dependable as well as just a solid leader, and gave us some goals and assists the previous season that really stepped up for our program and helped us with some of those key results in the CAC. Leading us this year, we hope to have we have a very good group of freshmen, a few transfer players that we feel like will fill out our roster very nicely. We've added some depth to the roster, so it makes things more competitive at every training pitch, as well as game day, so we're excited about that. And probably our biggest returner would be Alyssa Crowley. She'll be our lone senior. Been a 3-year player for us, had a redshirt season when she had an injury, but we're very excited about her finishing out her career on a high note, and I think she's the girl who can help lead us there. This year we put our schedule to really prepare for the CAC as we do every year, although we really wanted to make sure that we had a couple marquee teams in there in the non-conference. We have E-Town, which has been kind of a regular thing the past few years, and we're excited about really giving them a little bit more of a game this year. We expect to maybe even possibly get our first result there, as well as F&M. So we're really excited about those two contests. We think it mixes in well with a pretty solid strength of schedule across the board in our non-conference. In conference, always exciting. We all look forward to the CAC matchups. some very difficult games, although we're looking forward to having a few teams that we had that did finish at the top of the table last year. They'll be now heading to our place for games, so we think we might be able to just, where we had competitive matches last year and didn't quite get results, we're hoping maybe that'll be the little bit that can push it to go our way and really get a couple results on some teams that we've yet to get in the CAC.
This season I feel like we really have a solid team. We've got a good couple of really strong returners who I think can help us lead the team, and I think that with the new additions of our freshmen and transfer students, I think that we're really going to be able to come out strong and take it to the teams that we owe it to from last year. We have York, Christopher Newport, Salisbury, Mary Washington that we really have it coming to this year. Last year we missed playoffs by a tie, and I think we have a really good run at it this year and to even go further than that. I really enjoy being a student athlete here at Penn State Harrisburg. We have a really great staff community who really work with us in our schedules. I've had lots of professors who've had after class meetings just to accommodate me and my soccer schedule. And I think that the soccer coaches and all of the coaches here at school do a really good job at keeping us up to date and up to our work, making sure that we push through and work on our grades and make sure that that's our priority, since we're students first and athletes second.
I think reaching the championship game the last 2 years and losing right at the end, I think has given us a lot of motivation to not just get back to the championship, but to win it this time around. I think also finishing a bit higher so we can host first round games, semifinals. Have the opportunity to play in front of our home crowd. That was great last year in the championship game. So, I think our goals are to win the championship and, give the kids a great experience and make a long run. We lost a great senior class, really hard to replace those kids, 4 starters that have been playing, 3-4 years together on the field and really made a big impact. We have a great freshman class coming in. A couple transfers that I believe are going to help us down the stretch, but really it's our returners that have played in that championship I mentioned, championship game a couple years in a row. They've got that experience. They're hungry, and those are the things you just can't coach. That internal drive. So I think that's going to be a real key for us this year. I think we've got a real good balance. We go up to New York again. Great opening weekend. Houghton, who new to Division III NAIA school, gave some good games last year to some of our common opponents. They played Christopher Newport to a really close game, so it's going to be a real test opening up. Our classic weekend playing Maryville, the team that beat us in a national tournament a couple of years ago. We're real excited to face them again. Coast Guard Academy, Catholic national tournament team. I think in total we have 5 or 6 national tournament teams on the schedule. So, that's going to be great for us. And obviously the conference, one of the best in the country, is challenging day in, day out. So we've definitely got a lot to chew on, but I think we're hungry for it.
So our goals for this season are we want to stay positive the whole season and really come together as a team and have a great team chemistry and unity and good vibes. We have some new faces this year, and we're all excited to be working with them, and we're excited for them to be a part of the team. And our goals would be, we would like to win the CAC championship and strive for the national tournament. I'm really looking forward to coming together and striving, because we have a lot of great new players and everyone's working really well together this year, and so far during preseason it's been awesome. And so I'm really excited for a lot of the big games as well. Our team's really looking forward to playing Salisbury again and CNU, because those were really tough matches, and we were able to win against them in the CACs last year, so we'd like to do that in season this year as well. I love being part of a team, and it's just great on campus with the teachers and the coaches, and we have academics are first and then athletics, and everyone does a great job of working together.
My expectations is really very simple. What we want to do is be one of the hardest working teams, if not the hardest team, with the work rate and the ethics. As far as win-losses, if we're doing that, they will come. I just feel that we just have to work harder every practice and continue to do that during the games. On the defense side, it would be Kirsten Good, Marissa Brisbane. I would say on the offensive side, it will be Max Herman and Caitlin and Alyssa Rankin.
Obviously, we have high expectations set from last year as a team. We won the conference, so we hope to do that again and make it not only in the first round of the NCAA tournament, but further than that.
I think we have very promising newcomers, new freshmen, but it's a little too early to really say if they'll transition well into the college ball, the physicality, and all around that first year.
I really enjoy not only representing the school in like the classroom and getting good grades, but on the field as well. It's really cool. Not everyone has that ability to be on a sports team and be able to represent the school. It also teaches a lot of time management. You have to, I don't think people realize how much time you balance. You go to class all day long, you go 2-3 hours to practice a day, you come home and still have hours of homework and studying to do, and then you repeat it each day. So I think it's a lot of good skills taught, and it's good to represent the school that way.
I always think the top 6, maybe even the top 7 now, can beat any team, anytime or any day. Really, I think we're very competitive year in and year out. So it kind of just depends on that day if you have good luck or bad luck. If you're talking win-losses, a successful season would be that we're competing in postseason and that we have that opportunity to play in the final. To me, that's successful. But my goals are a little higher than that. I want to go further than what we did last year.
Well, obviously every year we have a simple goal to become the best team we can be and really develop our players and make them into really good teammates, of course, as well as good soccer players and good student athletes. I think on the field, of course, we're competing for CAC championships, and we're in a conference that's very competitive and has a handful of teams any given year that can bubble up and compete and represent the conference in the postseason. We've been fortunate enough to do that a couple times in recent years, but that means nothing, for 2016, and so I think kind of erasing some of those memories is part of your challenge as a coach, and also, really challenging the current group to kind of take a hold of their own destiny and make the season as best as it can be. To be honest with you, I think mathematically this may turn out to be the strongest schedule we may have ever had. I don't know that there's a team on our schedule really, especially outside of our conference, that isn't going to be competitive in their own conference. You see Swarthmore in there in a tournament, is a national top 20 team. We have a couple ODAC opponents in Bridgewater and Shenandoah that are very good. Stevenson, McDaniel, some local rivals who have been in the postseason recently. So it's going to be a very difficult season week to week. There's no week off, absolutely, in our schedule. Obviously, the conference, as I said, is loaded with fantastic teams that I'm sure will ultimately achieve some rankings and some mathematical accolades throughout as the season progresses. So it's going to be a challenge for us for sure.
I'm expecting a lot of great things from this team this year. I know our spring 16 team, we lost a lot of seniors, but I know we're having a great 2016 freshman class coming in. We had the team last year for the spring. I mean, we had such great chemistry and balance on and off the field, and I know individually, and when I speak for myself, or I'm speaking for the whole team when I say this, we all want to put in 100% work, not only for ourselves, but for the whole entire team, and we want to work hard for each other. And our goal every year is to win the 2016 CAC championship, and I know we want to go as far as we can in the NCAA tournament. I think my favorite part is just being with this group of girls almost 24/7. I mean, you can't help but love them. You're with them every single day. It's so fun being close to them, and honestly, the challenge being here, I love the challenge. It's such a commitment, but you get to have fun and challenge yourself every single day, and the program here is amazing. I'm very proud to say I'm a Bobcat, and I'm very proud to say that I'm a women's soccer player here at Frostburg. Like I said before, I'm really looking forward to being around my team 24/7. We've got such an amazing schedule coming up that's really going to challenge us. And I know we've got so much potential. We've got a great class coming in. We had such a great 2016 spring team. like I said, chemistry and great balance on and off the field, and I'm very excited to be playing with this group of girls.
We had a really good year last year, especially in the conference, finishing 8-1, and the goal will be to try to build. I think we have a lot of quality returning players. The core group, we only lose 3 seniors from last year. All 3 of them were big pieces. They all started. In addition to losing the quality on the field, we lose a lot of just leadership experience, and personality. So we'll have to see if returning players and incoming players can help fill those losses. Between the returning core that we have and the incoming players that we've added, 3-4 freshmen, as well as 2 walk-ons. Really excited about just kind of seeing how everything gels together this year. Again, this is a really tough conference. The CAC just continues to get stronger and stronger. There are really no easy games anymore in the conference. Anybody within the top 6, 7, 8 teams really have a chance to go out and compete for the championship at the end of the day. We'd like to obviously make the conference tournament, finish as high as we can in the conference. We'd love to be able to finish in the top 1 or 2 to receive a bye, but ultimately we've seen in the last couple years the bye doesn't always help you out. So we just want to be in a good rhythm going into the playoffs. We'd like to be able to advance. We'd love to be able to give ourselves a chance to at least compete for a conference championship. Our conference schedule is pretty tough. We've added a couple challenging teams from the ODAC, Washington and Lee, Bridgewater. We added Stevenson, a couple other really good teams that we've had on the schedule. We opened the season with McDaniel, who had a phenomenal year last year. I believe they entered the year nationally ranked in the country. So it'll be a really good test for us to kind of see where we're at. Can we compete with these schools and these programs, and can we kind of be exposed at times and learn from our mistakes to help prepare us for the conference.
I'm really excited for the season to start going. I think we have a little bit of a smaller group this year than we do in years past, but everyone is really strong on the field, and I think that we have a good, tight-knit group that's going to be really competitive with each other and really push each other throughout the season. My main goals for the season and for the entire team as a whole would be to hopefully win the conference tournament, maybe get a bye in the playoffs, and ultimately to go as far as we can in the NCAA tournament this year. The reason that I chose St. Mary's as a school was the small, tight-knit community, really strong academics, and the beauty of the school. The waterfront is an amazing advantage that students here have that not everyone gets to have in their college experience.
Our goals and expectations for the upcoming season are the same as it is every year, and it's to win our CAC, put ourselves in the right position at the end of the conference regular season, so we go into the playoffs healthy and confident. Winning the CAC conference tournament is our #1 priority, and then go from there. Well, we have a class that left. We have a full class. We had 12 players who left last year, and you don't want to replace that type of class. We're really excited for the incoming freshmen that came in. We expect them to be impact players right away. They're ballers. They come to play, and then our returners, we have a really good nucleus of players who came back this year. Our senior class is amazing. They've been with me for now 4 years. They understand how we want to do things. They reflect our program. They reflect my personality and my competitiveness. They reflect the culture we're trying to create. Our non-conference, we always look for the most challenging games we can get, games that allow us to not only prepare, but also put us to the test. So this year we open up with Meredith College, who's done well within the USA South, as well as Methodist College. And then we go off on the road, probably the longest road trip since I've been here, up to Ohio. We're playing a top 25 team in Denison and a quality team in Kenyon. In the conference, obviously there's the top 4, and we want to be a part of that top 4, hopefully #1, but you got to knock off Christopher Newport University, as well as Frostburg State, St. Mary's College, and Mary Washington. So once we can get through those teams and do well, I think it prepares us for the NCAA tournament.
Our goals and expectations for this upcoming season is to obviously win a CAC championship. I think this year we have the talent and experience, so the combination of both will lead us to compete in the NCAAs. I'm really excited about this season and looking forward to the fact that we have both experience and talent this year. The freshman class coming in, they look great. Everybody came in fit. We have a policy, if you don't come in fit, you don't play. And this year everyone took that upon themselves to make sure that they're serious and they know the goals and expectations that us seniors are holding on them. We want to win a championship, and this year I think is the year. We have experience from my whole entire senior class, and we have talent. And then the combination of the talent from the freshmen coming in and the upperclassmen and younger girls we have now, I think it's going to be a really good mesh. Every year we play top 25 teams. I think we are definitely capable of falling into a top 25 position. It definitely prepares us. Playing good competition is what we need. It makes us better. It challenges us. And honestly, we compete with every team. We never have an issue. We never fall down. If we fall down, we get right back up. So I think this year we always compete. CNU, Frostburg, I mean, you always compete against them, but it's going to be nice. Like, it's a good challenge, and it's nice going against them. Being a student athlete at Salisbury University is a privilege and an honor. We get to compete competitively in the CAC conference. We get to represent Salisbury University, and we also get to have the life of being a regular student, but also having some perks of being known around campus and having people look up to us.
Every year we hope to be on the top of the conference. We've been fortunate in the last 3 years to win the regular season within the CAC, but also moving into playoffs, we've done okay, but we need to perform better. We hope to win the playoff title and keep playing in the national tournament. That's our goal every year. We have some key people coming back that we think can fill those roles. There might be some new faces, new freshmen, potentially in the midfield even with those spots. But the person that did get quite a bit of minutes is Gabby Gillis in the midfield. Someone coming off the bench was Alexis Haycraft and Kate Herlock, who's one of our seniors. Victoria Perry, one of our forwards, who's been a prolific scorer for us. Her senior year, she's looking to do some good things. We moved Allie McWilliams up to the forward spot, and we're hoping that she can put up some new numbers and bigger numbers this year. And then in the back, Kira Warner is a key returner, and Carly Melkus, and then Carly Maglio, the goalie behind them. They've done really well to keep the defense in line and keep us in games when we need that to happen. On conference opponents, we've got 3 to 4 to 5 top 25 teams, namely Wheaton College, TCNJ, Carnegie Mellon, Lynchburg, and a crosstown rival in Virginia Westland. And the conference the schedule itself is always challenging. Every team gets up for us, and we do the same. And we've only lost a couple games in conference play, but we know that every team is fighting for a W with us.
I think first off, our biggest goal is to go out and win the regular season again in the conference. We've been really successful in our CAC play the past 3 years. We're hoping to do that again. We think we can be even better this year. And then in addition to that, winning the conference tournament, which we've struggled a little bit with in the past 3 years. And so I think we're really ready from that. We've grown from those experiences and learned from that.
The past 3 years, we haven't done as well in the CAC conference tournament as we would have liked. And I think everyone's really used that heartbreak, I guess, as motivation to work really hard in the spring and in the summer so we can win the next year.
I think every new season brings a new team, a new year, new memories on and off the field. So I think those are the best things I'm looking forward to. I'm a senior, so it's my last year. So going out with a bang and hopefully making some, big accomplishments for the team would be huge.
We have a really challenging schedule. I think it's one of the hardest that we've ever had. We're playing 4 or 5 top 25 nationally ranked teams. We have a big trip to New York City where we're playing 2 of them, which is really exciting.